If you're a heating and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what do you need to know about removing resistance and deleting doubt in the sales process? And why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Silvenbell, coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you for HVAC technicians, sales secrets. It doesn't matter the product or the service that you offer. It doesn't matter if it's sales, doesn't matter if it's pitching. There is a very common mistake that salespeople, entrepreneurs, offer owners make when it comes to the process of trying to close a deal. Now, you should always do the right thing for your client, for your buyer. You shouldn't make things up. You shouldn't lie. You shouldn't cheat. You shouldn't steal. You don't have to. But I do want to go over a few things with you that I see on a consistent basis where people lose deals that they probably could have closed a lot easier. And we're talking $1,000 deals, $5,000 deals, $20,000 deals, $100,000 deals. So we're going to start with this. We're going to start with squishy words. I got my $12 whiteboard here. I will just line these out for you just so you know. We got squishy words of like possibly, right? Possibly is a squishy word. We possibly could do business with you. You possibly could do business with us, okay? You got maybe. You got think about it, research, kind of, sort of, might work, if. This should really say the word no, okay? Squishy words. Sometimes you say them, sometimes I say them. They have a time and place in the sales process, and then they also have a time and place not in the sales process. Now, for salespeople, we got definitive words, okay? Definitive words. We've got we can, we will, you can, you will, you get, results, proven, when, and this should say the word yes, okay? Squishy words, possibly, maybe, think about it, research, kind of, sort of, might work, if. Okay? Definitive words, we can, we will, you can, you will, you get, results, proven, when. And the reason I bring this up is there is a part of the sales process where the buyer comes in and they are using squishy words. They use all of these in the very beginning, right? And then there's a crossover point as they start going through and they can see themselves using the product. They can see themselves working with business for you. And then they start saying words like, yeah, we can, we will, you can, you will, you get, results, proven, when. And this isn't a definitive list. There's probably way more to do this, okay? Now, when you meet with your buyer, we got another whiteboard here. When you meet with a buyer, we got resistance right here and time, okay? So it's a squiggly line because it's not definitive when they oscillate. They're like, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to not do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So they got doubt, worries, complaints, and fears. And then I've got like this magic line around 9:15. So if this appointment starts at 8 in the morning and it ends at 9:30 with a sale, magic time about 9:15. Now here's the thing. If you want to be better at sales, you want to be good at what you do, you should absolutely join my email publication right here. Go to this URL, type it into a browser, drop in your name, your email address, maybe your phone number. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. And occasionally I try to sell you stuff, right? Not every time, sometimes. Okay, so then you got you as a salesperson. We got another whiteboard here. We've got momentum. You start kind of at 0, 8:30, this should say 8 in the morning, 9:15, 9:30. So you got momentum and you got time. And over that, the people are building confidence with you. They're building trustworthiness with you. And if you know about anchoring, you can anchor and make this faster and hold on to things. Tom Vizzini and Kim McFarland are masters at that. The reason I bring this up is I see a lot of times where salespeople create a lot of problems for themselves, presenters, entrepreneurs, right here. Like this, they should be closing the deal. They should be making magic happen, okay? But then, for whatever reason, they get nervous and they start putting all of these squishy words in there. Possibly, maybe, think about it, research, kind of, sort of, might work, if, might not want to. And it's all resistance to like, they're probably going to tell me no. Or, you gotta know this one, how much money do you have in your bank account? Because you may be making decisions for the buyer. You may be making decisions for the person who wants to buy from you. And you think that like, okay, if I surround this back end area right here with squishy words, if I put some squishy words right here, it's going to make everything all good. But what happens is, remember, the people want confidence. They're looking for confidence. As this goes up, they're like, all right, I want that confidence to be there. I want this person to be like, yeah, we got you. You're covered. You're going to be okay. Right? And it took a lot to get them there. Sometimes this could be a 3, 4, 5, 6 hour presentation. Could be over a couple of days. Could be over a couple of weeks. Could be over some long period of time. Remember, you've got the resistance going down. They're looking for all the definitive things. They're like, look, man, I really want to buy this. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, okay? They're looking for confidence from you to be like, yeah, we can, we will, you can, you will, you get, results, prove, and win. And then you start putting squishy words right here. Maybe, kind of, sort of, possibly, research, think about it. You're literally talking them out of the sale. You're literally taking them from like, we've built all of this momentum. We've put all of this momentum in the sales process, and now we're going to back it out, right? And here's the problem. When you do that, I had to move my $12 whiteboards. When you do that, what ends up happening is it can double, triple, quadruple the resistance. And you may have to start this process over again and make them circle back and have another conversation. So here's what I'm going to challenge you to do. I'm going to challenge you to go through your sales presentation, record it where legal, and listen for all of your squishy words. I'll give you a list. Possibly, maybe, think about it, research, kind of, sort of, might work, and if. Right? Now, I will share something with you. When you use definite words, there's a magical thing that happens. And if nobody ever tells you this, you're going to struggle with it, okay? So the buyer is all the way up here in resistance. They're like, I don't know, maybe, kind of, sort of. And then you as a salesperson start using definite words. We can, we will, you get, proven results, you'll like, you'll love. And they fight you all the way through it. And you're like, man, I should probably stop saying these things, these definitive words of everything that they're going to get and showing confidence. And then there's a magic point. There's a magic point where that resistance goes down and they flip. And they're like, yeah, I'm going to love this. This is going to be fantastic. We can, we will, we love, we like, we're looking forward to, we hope, right? But if you go back and you grab your salesperson process and you're building your momentum and you start using squishy words in here, like they're hoping for the promised land. Now, that's right. You have a responsibility to do right thing for your buyers and clients. They are hoping for the promised land. They are hoping that what you have to offer is going to help them. And then you go in and you're like, nah, you know what? I'm nervous. I'm going to use all of these squishy words when you should be using definitive words, right? Possibly, maybe, think about it, research, kind of, sort of, might work, and if, okay? So let's go back to this board. Learn this the hard way, me. So like this cost me a lot of freaking moolah, money, cheddar, whatever you want to call it to figure this out, okay? So go to a sales appointment way back in the day when you do business with us. And the buyer's like, if we do business with you. Gosh, right? Instead of me ignoring it, I'm trying to fight it the whole way. I'm trying to say like, no, you're going to, like, no, I lost a lot of deals, okay? Because I would say, when they'd say if, I would try to like, no, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. And then like we would get into fights, right? Like, hey, Scott, how'd you get kicked out of so many sales calls? Here's one reason, okay? So they would say if, and then I would correct them. No, when, right? Okay? So it takes my number from research, about 7 or 8 times of them saying if and maybe. They're going to use squishy words in about an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes. These squishy words are all going to pop up. Possibly, maybe, think about it, research, kind of, sort of, might work, if, okay? And then, remember, I've got a magic line right here, because that's where they typically start saying, I will, I like, I want. Now, you can't react. It's just got to feel like normal for you, right? Like, it can't be like, oh my goodness, they said yes, they're going to do it. No, they still have the ability to bounce out when you use squishy words. Possibly, maybe, sort of, kind of, might, think about it, if, right? Your confidence in the sales process throughout the entire event happens with your vocal pitch and tone, the way you say things, the way you react, your interaction with that buyer or that client, and you sticking to confidence, right? You're sticking to confidence. When we We will, you can, you will, you get, proven, results, win. You're going to love, you're going to like. I'm going to share with you, like the next time that you watch a sales presentation, you are going to see where a presenter, a pitch man goes straight forward. Like they're like, I've got momentum, I've got buy-in from the client, and this like, it's like a J curve. It goes up like this. It goes, and momentum takes off. Some point you're going to be watching a sales presentation, and the buyer is going to be melting their resistance. So resistance is going to be going down, and then the salesperson is going to come in, and I'm really hammering on this. Possibly, maybe, think about it, research, kind of, sort of, might work, if, like, no. Like, you've got a good product. You've got a good service. You've got things that can help somebody. They are looking for. We can, we will, you can, you will, you get, results, proven, win, you'll like, you'll love. Just trying to help you out. Like, I see this happen, especially when salespeople are brand new, when salespeople struggle, and when there's no money in your freaking bank account, okay? You got to be aware this is a form of self-sabotage. You got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.